Hello,
Hello,
everyone.
everyone.
Come on in here. Come on in. What's going on? What's going on? Welcome to the Jumpin' Juice 10,000.
Yes.
Hold on. Let me go
There
live
you
on
go.
Instagram here. Here we go. Come on in. Come
There
on
we
in.
go.
Get in here. All right.
Yes.
Come on. We'll wait. Turn that down.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right. Look, listen. How are you guys?
Today is day.
Today is day 8,
Which
and I know you're feeling great.
I know you're feeling great.
It just rhymed, so I just had to say it.
And which means you are closer to the end than you are to the beginning, which means hello.
Although we come
Almost, guys. 2 more
to
days.
the 2
more days.
listen, you could do it. Tonight at 12 a.m. is day 9. You got this. We
breezy.
really kind of got one more day to go.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. If you don't know who we are, if you're just joining us, my name is Sean. What is your name, babe?
I am his wife, Michelle Clark, and we are the owners of Double Dutch Aerobics.
What is Double Dutch Aerobics, Michelle?
Double Dutch Aerobics is a formatted 60-minute workout class where we teach aerobics moves in the Double Dutch rope.
That's right. Do you need any experience to take this class?
No experience necessary.
No experience.
We teach everyone.
Everyone.
In less than 1 minute guaranteed. Okay. And class is always led by an instructor, either ourselves or a certified Double Dutch aerobics instructor.
Did you know you could get certified?
If you want to teach Double Dutch in any way, in any format, to your kids, to adults, if you want to have it as a business, then you get certified, and you can do that on doubledutchaerobics.com.
By the way, we got certification weekend this weekend. Listen,
yes.
That's 18 hours.
18 hours.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's 3 days.
3 days.
It's super intense, but it's a lot of fun.
And you leave ready to start your classes and confident in your teaching skills.
Oh yeah. We teach you how to teach.
Yes.
We also host the Jumpin' Juice 10,000. The Jumpin' Juice 10,000 is a 10-day juice cleanse with 10,000 people juicing at the same darn time.
Same time.
Listen, the goal is to get 1 million people juicing.
Yes. So don't keep this to yourselves.
We're trying to get 1 million people around the world juicing because the whole world needs this. In fact, I don't know, but I know why the whole world doesn't even know about this.
I don't know why.
Everybody on the planet Earth should do a juice cleanse.
Everybody.
Once. You got to do one at least one time a year.
Every human being. Yes.
Yeah. So that is what we're doing. Yes. And each of the 10 days we go live with someone who has reversed their symptoms.
Yes.
So whether it's high blood pressure, diabetes, cancer,
whatever,
name it. People have done 60-day juice cleanses, 100-day juice cleanse, 300-day. We want this to be as normal as possible to you. So we're just trying to give you all the information that you need
to normalize healing, to normalize health.
Listen, because you do not have to be sick.
Period.
That is a choice.
Period.
It is not hereditary.
Nope.
It's not the luck of the draw. That ain't how it works.
Nope.
You have the power and you have the option to heal.
Yes. And part of the reason we know that is because our story is I healed myself naturally from fibroids. I was told I could not have children unless I got an abdominal myomectomy, healed my cells with juice cleansing and water fasting, and boom, changed my option. And I have 3 kids. I had 3 kids in 4 years, back to back. Okay?
I pulled them out myself.
He pulls them out.
I pulled my children out. All 3 of my children.
From bad needs. We was going through it.
We're going to talk about all of that.
Yes, but today,
come on, somebody.
We have a special guest.
Where's my church organ? Come on, today. And it's not just because Roy is here. This is what we do. This is what we do.
Yes.
So we got Roy joining us today.
Yes.
I saw his story. It's very inspiring.
Very inspiring.
And to me, I felt like he related to so many people around the world. Because sometimes when you think you go through tragedy and pain, you think you're the only one.
You think you're all alone.
We all do. You think, man, nobody could be going through what I'm going through.
Yes.
And so that's why conversations like these are so important, because you got to know somebody's going through it too.
Yes.
And maybe hearing the way they got through it
can help you.
And
that's it.
Listen, we're going to bring in Roy right now. Come on down here, Roy.
Hey.
You know what I need? I need an applause button.
Yeah.
Hold on.
That's the applause button.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
No, thank you. Don't mind us. We're just having a good time.
Yes. And just to let you know, he is 14 hours ahead of us. It is actually
tomorrow
where he is. It's Monday where we are, but it is Tuesday where he is. All right. So he's in the future.
Could you tell us what the lotto's going to be tomorrow? So man, that would be great.
Wouldn't that be great?
Wouldn't that? You use the numbers. I use the numbers anyway.
Okay.
All right. So Roy is all the way in Australia, y'all.
Yes.
He flew all the way here to be on this live with us.
Yes.
How you doing today, Roy?
I'm good. Yourselves? Just it's a blessing. Just wake up every morning. So thank God for that.
I say that every single time, boy. If I woke up this morning, it could have gone another way, right? I say that every morning, right?
Amen.
So Roy, here's the question that we ask everyone. Yeah. It's the very first question.
Yep.
What was your diet like before you made all of the changes in your life? Don't be ashamed, Roy. Don't be ashamed.
That's fine. It's pretty much, the American fast food diet: Macca's, KFC, pizza, burgers, takeaway. And back then I was an alcoholic, so on the weekends it'd be clubbing and casual drinks, which turned into benders and long weekends. And it was very unhealthy. But if I had to be honest, it was mostly just fast food, easy to drive through and just grab a bunch of bad food, spend $10, and then you continue on. But thank God that He brought us through it.
Right. And did you grow up like that too? Like, did you grow up eating fast food and on the, I guess, the SAD diet?
Yes. Being a Polynesian, we usually have the heavy foods, which is meat-based and a lot of carbs. But back then it was very hard. So the best our parents could provide for us was probably just bread and butter, cheese, just mince or something like that. So I guess that was the best they could do for us back then, and we kind of just fell into that vicious cycle of
right.
That.
Yeah.
But just being a young father now, I realize just because you came from an unhealthy family, it doesn't mean you have to raise an unhealthy family. So
you better say it again, Roy.
Period.
You better say that again.
Period.
It's true, because I grew up eating a unhealthy diet. So we're from Brooklyn.
Yes.
And all we used to do was go to the Chinese food store after,
at school. We all the Chinese store knew we was coming.
What do we have there in the morning? Bacon, egg, and cheese on a bagel. I mean, we ate crazy. I remember thinking about the way I used to eat. I used to eat chicken sandwiches from Wendy's used to be the bomb. No, back in the day.
When they first started.
Now it's terrible. But back in the day, I would kill them. I would have 2 chicken clubs with cheese. That was my order with a Biggie lemonade mix. Remember the Biggie lemonade mix?
Knowing that, and not even having no clue that it was bad. No clue.
I tried to eat as much as I could.
It was like us. Our favorite beverages was lemonade, and also kebabs here in Australia. So it's kind of like souvlaki's. So it's very heavily cheese and meat based with sauce, fries. So yeah, that was our go-to after gym, and they called it what was it? Dirty bulking. We love lifting weights down here. So
dirty bulking. Oh, okay.
It's a way for us to get a lot of calories in, and then smash out the compound lifts at the gym. So we looked good, but obviously the insides were not.
I say that all the time.
I know. And so what led you? So you were eating that diet, and like most of us turn when something happens to us.
That's right.
So just what, because if we were eating that diet and we felt fine, then I don't know if we would change. You know what I mean?
I'd be at Wendy's right
now. So usually sometimes you hit a wall where you know that something is not right. So what was that wall for you? And then what led you to change diet-wise? Because some people go to medication, some people go to science. What led you to change?
It was just losing my mother to cancer 8 years ago.
Woo!
Yeah, she never smoked. She never drank alcohol like we did. But I just noticed once she was diagnosed with it, the doctor told us that it wasn't the alcohol or the lifestyle; it was the actual food that she was eating throughout her life that caused the cancer. So when we lost mum,
Wow.
I continued eating the same way, and I started getting the same sicknesses: high blood pressure, gout, arthritis, sleep apnea. And being a young father, I just had to do something about it, you know. So I lost my brother 2 years ago, and also my auntie to the same similar health choices.
Wow.
Yeah, I just realized, you know, if I'm not going to do anything now, I'm pretty much just burying myself early, and it's unfair to my 2 sons and my wife as well. So that was the change for me.
You know, I always say that's always my reason for going, for being healthy, right? Because I want to be around. Because for me, I had children later on in life, and
Yes.
so in my brain, it like set a switch. So I didn't have any health issues that made me switch. It was more that I wanted to be around for my wife and children. So
Yes.
that was my switch. That was like, oh, okay. Now I have to eat right. It's
Yep.
the best I could possibly do, you know?
100%.
So wait, you said the doctors told you?
That's what I was going to say.
Because we haven't ever heard that. So the doctors told you that it was actually the food that
Yes.
caused the cancer.
Yes, because I had a major breakdown when they told us mum had stage 4 cancer and there was nothing they could do. So I just said, well, you know, my mum's never touched alcohol. She's never touched drugs. You know, she's a spiritual woman.
Yeah.
She's never done anything wrong. We've done all the worldly things and above. And he just turned around and goes, you know, I'm sorry to tell you this, but these sicknesses can occur through your food choices as well. And that's where it kind of just set into me at that time that, man, everything we put into our bodies, because our bodies are a temple of the Lord, right? So we must take care of it first. But back then, you know, you're young and you think you're never going to get sick or old. And then, yeah, 37 years later, I realized, oh, hang on a minute. You're not young for the rest of your life. So you must take care of your body first and yourself in order to take care of everyone else.
Right. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, 1 second. Sorry.
We have 3 children and they are clearly.
I understand. My youngest is knocking on the door right now. I've locked the door.
A little bit of a meltdown. We tell them all the emergencies, and I don't think they understand what emergencies are. Wow. Oh, I'm sorry, they're crying. But the funny thing is, we haven't ever heard that. We've been doing lives and interviewing people, and we haven't heard someone actually, like a doctor, actually be honest in that sense and say it is actually the food. We've always, for us, it's always like, you know, cancer is bad luck. It happens to some people, or, you know, or we know cigarettes cause cancer. But when they have, like, you know, little stuff, it could be cancer causing. You hear like documentaries, but I haven't heard a doctor actually be that, you know, like blunt and honest and say that. So that was monumental for the doctor to be that, you know, that honest. So you decided that you wanted to change. So what was that first step to change?
The first step was we approached one of our personal trainers, and he recommended, this is probably 15 years ago, a documentary called Fat, Sick and Nearly Dead. And that was honestly the life-changing moment for our health. Obviously Christopher Cross introducing the juice fasting diet and why he did it. We could relate because we were obviously sick as well, and we were done with the medications and constant flare-ups. So after we watched that documentary, that was the shift in our health journey.
That's why that's how
we started juicing.
That's how we started doing the 30-day juice.
Yeah. Before that, I was doing the master cleanse.
We did the master cleanse
off and on.
But we watched that movie. Fat, Sick and Nearly Dead has changed so many lives.
Yes.
So many.
It is the reason why we started. We did a 30-day juice cleanse. Watching that movie, we got so inspired. Listen, if you've never seen that movie, please go watch Fat, Sick and Nearly Dead.
It'll pump you up.
It'll get you started. because he has everybody doing the juice cleanse. Yeah.
So you said that was the reason you started, but you were suffering from at the time. So you knew that if you kept on this straight diet that you would be sick like everyone gets sick from eating a diet of that way. So what exactly were you sick from, and what were you going through? Like, what was life like with those illnesses or having that diet?
My eldest son is on the spectrum, so he's autistic. So I'm always at home with my son, and I realized, the poor choices I was doing daily with my food and my alcohol, it was not only unfair to my son, but I was just digging myself the early grave. So the more I consumed the meat, the more I drank the alcohol, my flare-ups of arthritis and gout got so bad to the point I was bedridden for like 2-3 weeks.
Whoa!
I had to use crutches or sometimes crawl, but it was that severe that I knew it was doing not only so much hurt to my children, but also my wife, who I love so much.
So yes. With gout, what is that, like swelling in the joints, right?
Yeah, so it's your bone joints. It's an arthritis, and once your acidic levels get so high, it can't release it, and then it causes crystals in between your bones, and it's like a sharp pain. Picture like a sprained ankle, but shattered glass constantly rubbing in between your bones. That's how severe it is. So just a slight touch like this, it's unbearable. So to all the gout people out there, if you know, you know.
I thought it was on. The funny thing is, I thought it was only in your feet. I don't know why I thought gout was
because it seems like most people have it like in their ankles. That's what from what I've seen, like most of the time I've seen people have it in their ankles, but I didn't know exactly what it was. But that's painful.
Very painful.
So after you watched Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead, what was the next thing you did?
I had my brother with me at that time, and I said, you know what? Let's do this. And we're the type, if one's in, we're all in. So he goes, all right. So we just went, cold turkey. Then we had our last meal of Macca's and KFC and whatnot.
That's what we did.
That's what we did.
That's exactly what we do.
Before we did a juice cleanse, we was at the Waffle House eating pork chops. Like, let's just get this little.
We don't know how long we're gonna go. 100 days, maybe 200 days, but we're gonna make sure we have a feast before we begin. So it was good.
That's what we do.
Because you want to make sure while you're on the cleanse that you're not thinking about any of the food that you had before the cleanse. Exactly. We literally would almost make ourselves sick, just trying to make sure. Did we have that yet? Did we have?
You taste that?
Eat that. Make sure we get that. Order that. We need that before the cleanse.
It's not good, but we did it. But I do have a question. So you had those. What were doctors telling you to do about those diseases? Like when you have gout, what do doctors suggest you do about that?
So that's where it went back to the typical information from the doctors. They just said, here's the prescriptions. There's nothing you can do about it. You'll always be on gout medications. It's just a hereditary genetic thing because your mother had it and your brother had it. And so back then I just said, all right, I'll just take these tablets daily. But I realized the more I took them, it was just a Band-Aid for it. It was never truly healing me. And then it was that vicious cycle. They make money off us. We get more sick. And then eventually we pass away and then they just continue on. So, thank God that we're being blessed with natural remedies through juice fasting.
Yes.
So okay, so you guys, you and your brother, you did the juice cleanse. How long did you do the juice cleanse for?
Our first time, which was 15 years ago, we went to 80 days. But we were able to go longer because we felt amazing. As you know, you've done it yourself.
Yeah.
But yeah, he just said to me, I think we're starting to look sick because our faces started drawing in. And I said to my brother, I think we're so used to seeing each other as big boys. Now that we're healthy, we think we're sick, but we're actually healthy. So yeah, that was the only reason why we broke it at 80 days. But we felt that we could go on forever. We didn't even miss the food. We were never hungry no more. Felt amazing. Like our pigment of our eyes were white. skin was clear, you know, the smell was elevated. So it's best feeling ever.
And I think, go ahead, babe.
Because when we did 60, I was like, Michelle, I think I could do 100.
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
I never even thought, like, first of all, we did 60, we did a 60-day juice cleanse, but we started off doing a 10-day.
It was just supposed to be 10.
It was just supposed to be 10, and I didn't even want to do the 10.
He told me he wasn't juicing anymore.
I was like, I didn't even feel like doing the 10.
I was like, please.
But then on day 5, I was like, you know, I was watching Jillian. I'm watching all of these people online. And I'm like, man, well, I could at least do 60 on the 5th day. Anyway, cut to, go ahead.
I just want to ask you, so you didn't have, because some people, and this is important, guys, some people think they need a transition to go into juice cleansing. So like, you know, some people will be like, well, do you have to go vegan first? Do you have to, you know what I'm saying? Do you have to, I don't know, eat only clean first, stop eating this first, stop this? So you and your brother went straight from
Mr. KFC with
McDonald's straight to the Garden of Eden. So yeah.
How much weight did y'all lose?
Well, so my brother was over 200 kgs. I was pushing 180, and then by day 80, well, we were pretty much at like 98 kilos, 100 kilos.
So that's I think it's double. So it's like 200 pounds, a little under 200 pounds. Right.
That's why he was saying, I think we should stop. We're starting to look a bit sick because our faces were trying. But as the human brain registers, you know, if it's something that's going to make you healthy, sometimes we're our own, you know, brick wall.
Right.
Our mind starts playing games. Oh, you can't not eat food for 10 days, let alone 60 days, right?
Right.
We've all been conditioned.
Yeah, we've all been conditioned. But once you immerse yourself in it, I've got my sister-in-law. She just started 2 months ago. She's into her 2 months now, but it's her first time as well. So, you know, I'll be happy to have her on when she finishes. But yeah, she's doing so well.
On her first one.
First try, yeah. So after my interview with Jillian, she says, I'm going to do it because she's a big girl. And yeah, from the first day she did it, she went cold turkey like us. No headaches, no, you know, aches or body, you know, cold sweats. And now she's into her 2 months. She doesn't even miss food. Some days I have to force her to still juice. She doesn't even want to drink a juice. I'm like,
that was me.
That's Michelle. That's what happens.
I was like, babe, I don't even give me some water. I literally was tired of juice. This juice cleanse, I'm focused on drinking more juice.
We have a lot of people saying that they're going to continue past the 10 days.
Yeah.
Because that's what happens. I always say who you are before the cleanse is not who you'll be after or during the cleanse. Your mind starts changing.
You did it with your brother.
And
and you start seeing things differently, like especially with relations to food, your family life with your partner. You know, it just elevates everything, not only your health but also your spiritual as well.
Yes.
So that was our next question.
Now I was gonna say, are you gonna ask? Okay. So after the 80 days, was the gout gone? Was the arthritis gone? Was all of that gone?
Honestly, that was gone within the 2 weeks. That's how quick it detoxed us. Yeah. So no more meds, no more flare-ups. My brother, who was much heavier than me, he was usually the sportsman when I was growing up. And I thought, I'll never see my brother play volley or basketball like he used to when I was young. I think around day 50, I looked and he was spiking the volleyball. You know, he was dribbling on the basketball court, running around with his kids. And, you know, praise God, man. It's not our doing, but his doing. So we owe it all to him. Yeah, God is good.
Look how fast you can change.
Look how fast.
Amen.
Look how fast.
Yes. You know, God's put everything on this earth for us to consume, but, you know, they've just brainwashed us, you know, especially in this social media generation we're in now. If people like us don't speak up, then how's this generation going to learn? It'll just be a vicious cycle. So God bless you, Dawn and Michelle. You know, appreciate you guys putting out the good word.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. This is
this is good for us because yesterday a quote that's just staying in my head is what I learned is just like only God can make food.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everything else is
man-made.
Everything else is product. the Food and Drug Administration, it's because they're making drugs and calling it food.
That's right.
But in actuality, only God can make food. That's it.
And
if it's not from my mother's garden today, it's just like, oh my God. If that checks in my brain, it's just like, wow, only God can make food. And if we eat his food, we won't be sick.
Yep.
You know what I
mean? Yep.
So
it's mind blowing to me.
You know, I keep hearing this, and I just want people to keep hearing it because of the emails that we get like every day.
Yes.
Let me get this straight. In 2 weeks,
y'all,
you got rid of gout, high blood pressure,
yes,
sleep apnea,
yep.
And wait, there was a fourth. I think it was something else. I don't remember what it was, but those 3 you got rid of in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks of juicing, guys. Wait, we gotta say that loud. Y'all need to hear this. Write it down in your juicing book.
I want y'all to get
2 weeks.
I want y'all to get used to hearing this. I want everybody to get used to hearing this because we've been hearing one thing one way for so many years. For so long.
And 2 weeks. And that's how forgiving God is, or that's how forgiving our bodies are. Yeah. We have been poisoning ourselves.
Since we were kids.
I didn't start healing until I was 30. I was poisoning myself for all these years, just poisoning. And then it's something like a 17-day water fast, a fibroid fell out. In terms of time, that is forgiving as ever.
Yeah.
You don't even have to do it equally. It's like you healed 2 weeks.
2 weeks, y'all.
2 weeks.
I can't.
That is.
And, you know, it's not a bragging thing, but whoever's listening, you know, that was the first time. I've done the juice fast 4 times or 5 times now, knowing that it actually works. And, you know, if you're listening now, you can do it yourself. You know, you just got to look at yourself in the mirror because at the end of the day, only you can save yourself. So
that is true.
You can do it.
Only you.
No, go ahead. You go.
So my next question was, so we learned what happened physically. So what happened, and especially because you were doing this with your brother. So even what happened, did anything happen spiritually or mentally? So what beyond physical happened during your detox and your juice cleansing?
Because we were both fathers as well, just our fatherhood just elevated because we could never play with our kids. Our wives would always want to take us out for dinner, but because we hated the way we looked, we didn't want to be in the public eye no more. Wow. We never wanted to go out shopping because we didn't like how the clothes looked on us no more. And with God, well, we just found out that when no one else is around, God's with you always. You know, even if your wife is not there, if your children aren't there, your church, your community, your family, your friends, God's with you always. And that's what we learned throughout the journey of juicing.
Yes.
So, how many cleanses did you do? You did.
So I've done.
You did
4 or 5. Yeah.
And so after the first cleanse,
did
you? What happened after that?
After the first cleanse, that was after my mom had passed away. I had gotten married, had my first son, and then once he was diagnosed with autism, I had to become a full-time carer and quit my job. So I kind of fell into a spiral. And if you're a full-time carer for someone on the spectrum, you understand, like, so it's a lifetime job now. It's no longer about you. And my son would always get overwhelmed in the social areas. So we could never go out and eat no more. We couldn't go to the plazas no more. We'd have major meltdowns, and it would start to affect my wife as well. So then I went into another bad spiral of just feeding myself bad food and indulging and drinking. Yeah, just trying to heal myself. But, you know, no one's perfect, but we learn as we journey in life, right?
Let me tell you, you preach it to the choir. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Yes.
You know, we've done 30-day juice cleanses, lost 30 pounds, gained 30 pounds, lost 30 pounds again, gained it back. You know, so it's the thing is, the point is you do it until you get it right. You don't stop because you messed up.
Right.
It just doesn't work like that.
It's just a journey.
That's right.
And the other times you did the juice cleanses, how many days did you do the other 3 or 4 of them?
So after the first one, every time I start a new juice fast, it was just automatic. I'd always aim for at least 50 days. It was just easy for me to just jump back on it. It's kind of like a switch. Just, all right, I'm juicing again, you know. So
you did another time of 50. You automatically, when you do them, you go 50 days.
Yeah. So my wife's kind of used to it now. When I say, "Oh, hon, I think enough's enough. I'm going to juice," she already knows. All right, he's going to not eat for 50 days.
Oh wow! Well, you know what? That feels good to me because I thought we're kind of all or nothing kind of people, both of us.
That's like you preach it to the choir.
I'm exactly
I look in there and go, you know what, Michelle, this is enough. Enough is enough, okay? And then I'll go, we'll do a 30, begging him to do 10 because I was like, babe, we hit a, because it was after our birthdays. We had 10 years married. We just did a lot in August. And I looked at him and begged him to please do a juice cleanse. We were just to do 10, you know, to refresh. And that's how we just got into 60. But to do it oh my goodness.
So we're like that with 10 days.
We're like that with 10 days.
We're like, all right, you know, we'll do a minimum of 10.
We'll throw 10 in there just to flush.
And then I'll see how I feel after that. You're like, let's do 100 and let me.
So what about holidays? Like, what do you do when you're juicing during holidays? Is it harder for you, or are you used to it at this point? Or do you make sure you don't do it around holidays? Like, how do you manage that?
Yeah, no, it's pretty much just fine for me. So I've learned if we're on holidays or out on the road and I haven't prepared my juices, there's go-to juices at Coles or Woolworths here in Australia. And they're pretty much all naturally squeezed and produced here. So it's not a biggie for me. I just buy one and just, have it on the road.
Yeah.
Now, what about socially? So after doing juice cleanses, what is your diet in between the cleanses, or what is your diet now?
That's what I wanted. I was about to ask that. Yeah.
So when I break the fast, whatever I've been juicing, I just have it as a solid for the first 2 days or 3 days. So
that's what he tells. So our suggestion is start to eat whatever
you were juicing.
Yeah.
Start eating it. Yeah. That's exactly right.
Yeah. So what was your guys' go-to juice every day? Do you have a favorite recipe? Or?
Oh yes, I'm a pineapple. Pineapple time has been this. You know, every juice cleanse I get a favorite. Like there was a juice cleanse where beets, I was just on it, and now I don't really want to touch a beet. You know what I mean? Like I just go through.
I used to just do the pineapple, and she used to have the beets.
Yeah, that's true.
Now
we
we ain't switched because I don't like beets at all. But pineapples and apples are in all of our juices.
Yeah.
Sometimes we do a lot of straight pineapple lime juices.
That's a lot.
Because they're just so good. They're just really delicious.
I did do golden beets. I do golden beets now more than the other beets, and carrots. I do mixtures, but I could have the same juice.
Yeah.
For the day. I don't need like 20 varieties. I don't need that.
I think sometimes we're so busy. It's just get like one fruit in there
and just
keep moving. I don't have the time. I just gotta just throw it in there and keep it moving.
And go.
Do you have to have it on the rocks, or you don't mind having it at room temperature?
No, I actually like it on the rocks. We don't have any more ice right now. I'm waiting for the ice
to freeze.
You know how that is. Something I don't know if you know,
but every juice cleanse I have a different goal. So my goal this juice cleanse was actually to drink a lot of juice, which I've never done during the juice cleanse.
This is pretty room temperature-ish.
I was like what you said your sister-in-law was, which was I was literally drinking a little bit of juice and some water, a little bit of juice, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this cleanse I'm like, I bought this to drink as much as I can. My goal is like at least one of these a day, and I've been going for 2.
So wait, you say your diet is what now? What is your diet right now? Like off the cleanse? What did you?
Right now, because I've gone back to the gym, I've just upped my calories. So the vegan options in Australia, usually like tofu and stuff like that for protein, lentils. So shout out to my brother Phil Coffer. I can relate to him a lot. Just with his nutrition, it's pretty similar. With these, he had it was like a nut, and it's like a mince, but it was made out of cashew nuts.
Oh.
So I tried that the other day, and I loved it. I put it on some vegan bread, and it tasted exactly like a burrito, so I was good with that.
So you're vegan?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And so none of those illnesses came back since they left.
But I can be honest, as soon as I went back to the old bad diet of eating and food and stuff, instantly came back. Like maybe 2 days. That's how rapidly it came back.
But the point is, it's not hereditary. It's the food.
It's the food.
It's quite obvious. Michelle and I, we call ourselves cheating vegans.
Yes.
Only
when we got it. The kids are vegan. They don't know we cheat, so don't tell them.
Yeah, they don't cheat at all.
I can admit I've had my bad days too. You know, my wife would be like, "Oh, 1 quarter pounder or Big Mac won't hurt you," and I'm like, "All right." But you know, you probably can relate to me. Happy wife, happy life, right?
Yeah. But what I was gonna say was, it does matter, because when we do eat meat, when we do cheat,
you feel it.
I do feel the pain in my elbow and my wrist and my knee. I'm like, geez.
It's even harder to deny it.
You can't.
So if you can't say in front of your partner who watched you cheat, go, you know what, my knee hurts. Well, you know what I mean? Like, you want to deny it to yourself.
I'm not gonna act like it came out of nowhere.
Because your mind tells you it just can't be that fast. Like your mind tells you, I can't take a bite. Like, I just had a little bit. You're telling me that, and you feel it. That's the hardest part about cheating. And I think when your body is clean, it happens even faster.
That's right.
Because the body is such a great machine that when you continue to poison it, I think it actually tries not to. It's like an alcoholic who one drink is not going to mess them up. But if it's like, but if you don't drink at all, that one drink could knock you on your back. I think that's the same with food. When you start to clean up your diet and cleanse and juice, when you have that moment of having it back, it's just the body's like, oh, no, we don't like this. And so I respond even faster, which I think is good, honestly, because it's like when we do cheat, we're just like, okay, let's get back to it, because I don't want to feel like this.
Definitely relate to that.
Yeah.
Do you have any tips for anyone who
that's starting, or?
Well, people who a couple of things. People who are doing this, who are thinking about doing a juice cleanse, because there are a lot of people watching us and are thinking, should I do this juice cleanse?
Sure.
And then I'll just start with that.
If you're thinking of starting it, I'd say indulge in everything you love the night before, like we discussed. But ultimately, like, it has to come down to you. Like, we've had all, our discussions. We did it for our wife, our kids. But at the end of the day, you got to stare at yourself in the mirror every day. And if you're not happy with the way you look, 9 times out of 10, that's how you feel. So, I'll just encourage you, if we can do it, you can do it too. We all go through trials and tribulations, and that's never going to end until, God comes back and takes us home. But until then, health is number one. You can have materialistic things. You can have all the money, but once your health goes, it's game over. So, yeah.
It is.
So at this time, guys, if you have any questions, you can type them now. Somebody asked, what juicer do you use?
I forgot. That was, it's a good question. I forgot.
The Breville. It's the Breville Big Shoot juicer. So it's very easy, not time consuming. You can just put full whole apples and carrots in, and it's very easy to clean up. So it's the Breville Big Shoot juicer. That's what we
have first.
So we used to have the Breville.
We used to have the Breville, but we're not people. Do they have Nama in Australia?
You can get Nama anywhere.
No, you can't.
Why you can't get a Nama shipped to Australia, bet?
No, aren't the plug things different?
They have the converters, bet.
Yeah, but not everybody wants it.
You can get a Nama. Listen, you can get it. In fact, you can get the Nama in Australia. You can get it in Asia. You can get it anywhere in the world.
Yes.
In fact, if you do get the Nama, go to namawell.com. Discount code Sean Michelle. Listen, best juicer on the planet. However,
if
you can't make the investment,
because it's an investment,
it is an investment. go ahead and get the Breville. We used the Breville for years. It burned out during the 60-day juice cleanse.
That's why we got the number. It literally burned out.
I was like, listen, like day 6 on the juice cleanse, and I was like, look, if we're gonna do 60, we gotta get something that's gonna last and efficient.
But I had the Omega, and he was like, Michelle, I'm not doing that.
No,
I'm not doing all of that.
Me or Michelle do not have the time to use an Omega. It takes you 5 hours to juice. It's a great juicer, though.
And that's why he liked the Breville.
It's a great juicer.
He liked the Breville better than the Omega because it was faster.
Yeah, it was faster.
So the Breville was faster than the Omega.
Yeah.
But I like the Omega.
Well, the Omega is a cold press juicer.
It was cold press.
Yeah. So
the difference.
You're going to get better juices from a cold press juicer. Yeah. However,
100.
I don't have the time. I can't wait that long. Get the Nama and you're good to go.
Oh, someone asked me a question. Were there any differences in how you felt when you weren't drinking much juices? Did you still feel as good and energized? I did.
Mm-hmm.
I did. To be honest, I don't even know. I don't notice. I'm drinking more juice this time because I never have. But I don't. Yeah. I will say I don't feel anything during the sugar cleanse. I almost forget that I'm juicing. Yeah. Like that's how much. I'm like, oh, it's day 8. We've been doing this for 8 days. So I don't even literally. I don't feel like I'm juicing. I feel. I did suffer through a detox. We didn't ask you that. So you said no one suffered from headaches or anything. Did you suffer from any detox symptoms those first couple of days during any of your juice cleanses?
Mm-hmm. Just the very first one. I think day 3, I got a bit of headaches. And then our PT recommended just the Celtic salt or Himalayan salt in the water. So that's a natural electrolyte. And that's what got rid of all the headaches and also the cold sweats and also the cramps. So from then on, we've just been adding that in between our juices and it's worked well.
That's interesting because people sometimes do suffer through cramps while they're juicing. That's one of the things that they go through. And we suggest smart water. But what I didn't know, what you just taught me is, because I do Celtic salt or gray salt, which is the same thing. I use that now. After the juice cleanse, I was sensitive to salt. So after the 60 days, I was sensitive to pink salt, kept making me like swell up. And so I started to get Celtic salt. But what I didn't know is that naturally makes it electrolytes. I didn't know that.
Electrolytes. So every time we're doing gym, me and my wife, we're constantly just sipping on the water throughout our workouts. And it just keeps you hydrated. You don't have that crash of energy when you're on the juice fast. So
that's good to know.
That is great to know.
We do workout on a juice cleanse, guys. So we do workouts. Someone who asked about energy. We have done workouts on a juice cleanse. We just came from teaching class. That's why you see my name tag on. We just came from teaching double Dutch aerobics. And so energy wise, I feel great.
Yeah, we've done some crazy workouts. CrossFit like workouts on this juice cleanse.
But I have slept a little more on this cleanse. But I think it's because my body actually needed sleep. Like we drove 24 hours on the first day. Like we've been doing a lot. So I think my body actually needed sleep. And I think during a juice cleanse, your body is very aware of what it needs. And so if I was more tired, I think it was my body saying, sis, get some sleep. You know, so it was literally,
What's your guys' favorite exercise or lift in the gym?
Oh. You know,
double Dutch aerobics first. But
that was a good one. I don't do like deadlifts. I actually been taking like HIIT classes. Right. I've been just I've been keeping it light because my goal was to just be consistent. Because like I go to the gym, you live and I do pull-ups and all of that stuff. And then you're like, all right, I'm not coming back here again. So for me, it's like, all right, let me take these HIIT classes.
Nice.
And it's 2 seconds away from my house.
We've been doing the opposite.
Yeah. So Michelle has been going to the gym.
I've been doing 5:30 a.m. workouts, and this is the most consistent I've been with weights.
Yeah.
So usually I go
to the HIIT
classes. HIIT classes, but this is the first time the class that I do take is a weight, is a heavy weight class, and I haven't been able to go in the last week because of the traveling. But this is the most consistent I've been with lifting heavier weights.
I haven't been this consistent in a long time.
Yeah.
So I'm starting it, and then I'm gonna start doing 2 a days.
Yes.
lifting weights, and then doing the HIIT class.
When we get back from,
we're
leaving next week. Do you recommend doing the master cleanse for 10 days?
Wait a minute, just real quick. You do a lot of deadlifting, right?
Yes. So my background, I love powerlifting, which is the three main compound lifts: bench press, squat, and deadlift. But as I got more sick, I realized kind of just backed off the weights and started doing more jailhouse workouts, calisthenics and stuff. So during COVID, when we got locked out of gyms and stuff here in Australia, we had no option, so we just turned to the jailhouse workouts at home, just push-ups, burpees, the dreaded burpees. But we realized the body not only changed physically, but the cardio, everything was through the roof. So
right,
the calisthenics people out there.
Yeah, I mean that's what we were doing during COVID. We were pushing our car.
We were pushing
the car, doing push-ups, and then jumping rope.
I thought the world was gonna end, and I said, "Well, what am I working out for?" And then I started eating. I literally went first. At first, it was we were doing really well on the workouts. It felt like you were off from work, like the world was off for a moment.
Yeah, we were going
and
in.
And that moment, you go, wait a minute, what's gonna end?
What is all of this for?
Why don't I just eat anything I want? Like, what's the point? And so I gained weight, and then I got pregnant. And
so
then
we stopped working out.
We stopped working out.
We stopped working
because it was that moment of thinking, I got scared. You know what I mean? And so. Yeah. I couldn't work out the same anymore. I just ate. Do you recommend doing the master cleanse for 10 days or less first as a detox before starting a clean eating journey? No.
I will never do the master cleanse ever again.
After juicing?
After juicing? With all of this variety and nutrients, and there's no need.
Yeah.
You're drinking one drink all day for 10 days.
You're doing a saltwater bath and the smooth move at night.
That would have you nauseous and throwing up and pooping. It's ridiculous. It's not worth it to me.
And the beauty of juice fasting is there's no calorie limit like a food diet. You can just consume as much juice as you want.
Unlimited.
That's what we say all the time.
But we also say, have you ever heard of Fully Raw, Christina?
No.
Wow.
Oh, we'll send you her. So she is as slim as anybody would ever want to be, and she eats. So
I'm gonna show you right now. Go ahead.
Oh, you gonna show it in the bowl? As a fully raw vegan, right? She eats unlimited. It's just like she eats in abundance, and that's what I always say. God thinks in abundance, so His food you can have in abundance.
Her bowls are like this.
Wow.
Make these salads
huge. And
you're like, are you gonna eat all of it?
That's my type of bowl.
So when you eat God's food, you can eat it in abundance, and it's good for you. Just like with juices, you can have when you're on a juice cleanse, there's a limit. You could drink as much as you want to make.
Unlimited.
Yeah, because a lot of people ask us all the time. They're not people are hungry because they're not drinking enough. They're drinking like these little 8-ounce
because they can't
these little 8-ounce juices, and it's like they'll drink like 2 of them, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yes.
But it doesn't work like that. You can drink as much as you want.
Yes.
All day.
All day.
When you want, whenever you want.
What's the 7-Eleven Goat cups of nonsense? So you can't drink unlimited. What is it? Ocean spray. You can't drink unlimited ocean spray.
This is not a supersize.
You can't drink unlimited Pepsi. Okay. But God's food. Hello?
But God.
You could drink unlimited. Unlimited. Do you recommend? No. And I think the biggest thing I want people to take away from this too is that there's no prep to go into health.
Yeah, no prep.
Prep. You can just go. You know what I mean? Just literally jump in. You could just go for it. You don't have to do anything to start getting healthy. When you are ready, you can start. You could just start. There's no dangers to a juice cleanse. It's not a surgery. It's not medication. You can't overdose on fruits and vegetables through a juicer, but you can heal.
That's right. It's Fully Raw Christina. Somebody wrote it in. Thank you.
Yeah. We'll text it to you.
Yeah.
Fully Raw Christina.
Fully Raw Christina.
Yes.
Let's see.
All right. Any questions up there?
Let's see. Have we got any questions? All right.
All right. So we always bring our children down to say goodbye because they're a reminder of what juicing and water fasting has done for us. There are in-face reminder every day.
Constant reminders.
Love that. Yes, constant reminders. Thank you, brother, for having me on. Love everything these are about.
Thank you, because look, you didn't have to answer. We reached out to you, and sometimes, and you answered so quickly, and I was like, oh, this is great. This is fantastic. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for sharing your information. I'm stuck on 2 weeks. I go 2 weeks, gout, high blood pressure, sleep apnea, and arthritis in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. My older brother was worse than me. He'd get really bad flare-ups to the point where we'd have to help him, get out of bed, or he couldn't even get out of bed. So, 2 weeks, guys, he'd change your life.
2 weeks.
And okay, hold on. Oh, do you have a website? They're asking.
I don't have a website, but I do have my Instagram page.
Okay, we're gonna write it up here.
We're gonna write
it. Follow him, guys.
And also my brand page. It's dropping today. So Tribute to God is my clothing brand. That's also on Instagram only. There's no Shopify at the moment, but it's just called Tribute to God on Instagram. Okay. But it's in my profile on my personal Instagram as well. So.
Okay, so what's your personal Instagram?
Tamalionga, so it's TAMALIONA.
Okay.
I can type it in on the
Okay. We're gonna just add this in.
And then Tribute.
I got you here on IG.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's clothing.
And
so can they find all of your information on IG? Okay. Yeah. So you can find his website. You can find him. You could DM him if you have any questions. It seems like a lot of people have questions for you that they want to ask off camera, right? So, so they'll DM you if they have any questions. See chat. Okay, how do I can't because I can't see the hold on.
Hello, kids.
Say hi.
Guys, say hello.
Hi.
Oh. I told mom and dad, if you ever want to come to Australia, we'll be happy to have you. So, mom and dad, we want to go and see Australia. Beautiful down there.
Oh, thank you. He said, y'all want to come to Australia? Y'all want to go to Australia?
Yeah. Come see the big crocodiles down here. You'll love the big salties down here.
Yeah.
How long was that flight? That feels like that's 24 hours. Sounds like a 24-hour flight.
Yeah, long flight.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty long flight. Somebody.
Thank you.
I'm just trying to look through all of the questions.
Yeah.
Take your time.
And follow him on Instagram, and I guess you could DM him if you want to go further.
Hi, Baba. How are you?
How are you?
Maverick, say hello.
Hi, Maverick.
Say hi, Maverick. Say hello.
He's being shy. He's being shy. All right, so look, guys, thank you for joining us again. Roy, thank you for joining us all the way from Australia. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Yes.
Day
8, guys.
It's day 8.
Day 8. Stay strong.
Thank you. Stay strong. That's right. We got 2 more days, guys. We got 2 more days.
Until mommy and daddy are eating.
Yeah.
Okay. Until we're eating. That's correct. We will see you tomorrow at 8 p.m. In the meantime, in between time, Phoenix, what do you have to say? Well, how do you say goodbye?
See you later, alligator. And the whole world goes down.
See y'all later.
Right, have a good night, guys.
Oh, wait. Somebody asked what?
Gracias.
So somebody asked, are there any fruits that you should limit due to natural sugar?
No.
No, I got that. No. Day 8 feeling great. Okay, good. Oh, just real quick before you go.
Yep.
Guys, if you got some value out of this conversation, let me see you type in the comment box 10K. Type in that comment box 10K. If you're loving what you're hearing, if you love, oh, I see the 10Ks coming in. That's it. We're going for 1 million, y'all. We're going for 1 million. We're gonna get 1 million people juicing
at the same time.
At the same time. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
I know 10K is coming in. Yeah. Hey, Ma. My mother said 10K. All right, see you later.
All right. See you. God bless.
Thank you.
Yes,
I'm just gonna end the stream here.